is it so that as part of this recovery, Dr. Sunil, when it comes to a person with schizophrenia, their understanding that they're with the illness is relatively low, is because of their choice, or is it the limiting factor of the illness itself? Because my interaction with families has more from as an individual who they see it as a common man, and managing these things through. And families ask this: is it true that he really does not understand these symptoms, or is it that they prefer to deny, or they are in that denial about the illness and their symptoms itself?
No, I think it's a very intriguing question, which many scientists, psychiatrists, and neuroscientists are trying to explore what is happening in the mind of a person who is going through this illness. I hope there would be an answer to that one day. But at the moment, the understanding is they do not understand. We have to here understand, for a family, when they see an individual, for example, a delusion that somebody is poisoning my food, or somebody is out there to harm me.
Right.
Okay. Family knows that nothing like that is happening, so they get frustrated trying to convince the individual. But what we do not recognize, what we have to understand here is, for that individual, that is true. Okay, for him, it's a reality that there are people out there to harm me.
But as a family member, why would I not want to confront? I mean,
that is where the conflict, it leads to conflict, because the individual who is going through, for example, if the person is having auditory hallucination means hearing voices which are not there. So I feel somebody is talking to me.
Okay.
And that is true as far as I am concerned, because I am hearing the voices. But those voices, my family members, not even my professionals, can ever hear. So when they say this is all there in your mind, but for me that's a reality. So when that is the state, you need professional help. That is why there is entire science of mental health, where there are trained professionals who can understand this, help the individual, and give them the right medications and support that is necessary to help him come out of it. So it is very well known that people who have psychosis, specifically we're talking about schizophrenia, people who are going through schizophrenia, majority of them, over 90%, do not have insight. They might not develop insight at all. So insight is an understanding and accepting that I have this problem and I need to take treatment, because this is something which is internal, which is a reality for the person who is going through.
So in this scenario, then, the responsibility of ensuring that there is continued treatment and the individual complies with this treatment, the onus on the family members becomes relatively high, at least at the initial stages, or is it an ongoing journey?
I think it is an ongoing journey, and families have a major responsibility.
Sure.
Other way of looking at it is the family also feels burden, unfortunately. Because it's not an one-time affair that I give medications for a month or 3 and the person is out of it. The person needs to be on medication for a longer period of time. It could be years, or maybe for some individuals even lifelong. And in that kind of a situation where there is an individual who doesn't think he has got a problem, and he does not want to take medication, does not want to take any kind of professional help, and if you leave it, the person is ending up with disability, chronicity, and I am also, as a family member, not able to live with this person because of the problems.
That makes it even more challenging.
Extremely challenging. That is why family burnout in a person or a family member, if there is a person with schizophrenia in a family, the burnout rates of the family members are very, very high.
So they do certainly need a constant professional support
without doubt,
to be aiding them.